I know when I first started riding, one of the hardest things for me to figure out was what trail do I want to ride, which ones are available, and if I'm going to ride one, is there any information about the trail? In the past, the only answer I had to these questions was just ride with other people that knew the trails. This is a wonderful way to do it, but you're limiting yourself to the knowledge of other people. So this week I came up with a new process to educate myself on riding trails. In this video, I'm going to share it with you. I found this extremely useful software called Trail Forks. If you click on this option here called Discover by Map, you get a large map of your local area, in my case, the Pacific Northwest. This column over here lets you select what type of trail you're looking for. It looks like its default is mountain bike, but this option seems to give you the widest number of trails available. Notice as I select more specific trails, you're going to lose trail options. When I select all-terrain vehicle, we lose a lot of trail availability. Here's dirt bike moto. I don't know if it means motocross or motorcycle, but it's two-wheel. So I run this software with mountain bike selected. When you're actually looking at individual trails, the software will tell you the primary use for that particular trail. Next week, Ron and I are going to go to Little Natchez, and we're going to ride both the Natchez Trail and Trail 945. Here you can see the software states the Natchez primary use is ATVs, so you can run things like Jeeps and stuff across it, and it still works for my motorcycle. However, it says Trail 945 is moto. That'll make it single track. Now I know both these trails are in the Greenwater area, so let's click on it. A little window pops up on the left-hand side telling me how many trails are in that area. As I use the scroll button to zoom in, I start to see detail. Hover over an individual trail and it'll tell you the trail name. Or there's a list of trail names on the right-hand side. Hold the control key down and press the F button to get a search window in the bottom left. I'm going to type in Natchez. It immediately takes me to the Natchez Trail. You can now zoom in and out using the scroll wheel and hover over objects to find out what they're called, and become completely familiar with the area that you're going to be riding in. You'll soon discover interesting little factoids. Like I had no idea the two trails that we were going to be riding on actually had a shared start and stop point. Where the Natchez Trail ends, Trail 945 starts. So, now that I know all about the trail I'll be riding on, how do I get there from my house? I place my cursor at the start of the trail I'm going to ride. Right-click to get a menu. You'll see an option that says Google Directions. Click on it. Google Map launches. Just type in your starting point up here in the left-hand column. Looks like I'm in luck. It's just shy an hour and a half drive if I leave at 5 o'clock in the morning. If you don't like leaving the house at 5 a.m., I think the time extended out to like 2.5 hours around 8 a.m. Anyway, the map really seems to take you right to the trailhead. But it doesn't really show you the parking areas. To find those, switch over to satellite view. By zooming in, you might be able to see dirt areas where you should be able to park. Okay, let's see if we can find something about the trail conditions. What kind of trail am I riding on? A general search on the internet for the trail name gives you a plethora of information. Here, I can see on Natchez Trail, I may be going for a swim. Want to see actual video of the trail? That's where YouTube comes in handy. You get people like me that film the rides and post them on YouTube for you. Here's a video off Ron's channel from when they did Natchez about 5 years ago. Oh yeah, definitely going for a swim. I'll make sure I take my spark plug socket with me so I can drain the water out of the bike. Next, we want to check the weather. Get an app like this WeatherBug. Select the area you're riding, and it can give you a 10-day forecast. Normally, I'm checking for rain, but this time of year and over there in the eastern Washington, I'm looking at temperature. Luckily, both Monday and Wednesdays, the days we're riding, are below 90 degrees. The human body effectively can't cool itself at 95 degrees. So riding in any weather above 90, you're just asking for heat stroke, so we don't do it. The other thing to consider is your hourly temperature for the day. Looks like we'll reach the maximum temperature around 3 p.m. So we'll try to arrange to be done by then. Okay, let's talk about not getting lost on the trails. The mapping program I'm opening is called Avenza. Avenza is free to download. However, to get access to many of their custom maps, you have to pay money. But if you don't want to pay a lot of money, their base map that they have loaded is actually very good. Here's how I use it. While I'm still at home and have good internet service, I open up the program, widen the screen to show the general area where I know the trails happen to be located, then open up the menu in the lower left-hand corner. You want the bottom option, Download Offline Region. The entire area that's showing on your screen will be downloaded into your phone. Give your map a name that you can remember. The free version of Avenza does not allow you to have more than 3 maps at any one time. If you put more than that in, it won't track you. Here we see it says it's downloading, and we're currently at 1%. Okay, once the map is downloaded, open up the base map and zoom in. The closer you get, the more detail you're going to see. Eventually, you'll find your trail. Go to the start of it. Select the start of the trail, then the little green balloon at the bottom right. This will place a waypoint that you can name. I then scroll along the trail and put a waypoint at any place I can get on or off of that trail. And if there's a confusing intersection where this trail actually branches into 2 different trails, I'll place another waypoint shortly down the route I actually want to take. So there is one small point of confusion you want to keep in mind. Many trails have more than one name. For example, Trail 945 is also called Raven's Roost on the Trail Fork software. But when you're mapping it out on Avenza, it's called the Middle Fork Trail. When you're all finished, it'll be pretty clear where the trail is. It's where all your waypoints are. Well, other than going out and having fun, I don't think they've invented an app for that yet. I hope the stuff that I've shared with you here will make your writing research and preparation a lot more enjoyable and straightforward. Oh, a quick note to one of my subscribers that I ran into on the trail yesterday. I heard the disappointment in your voice when you said you can no longer ride the Natchez Trail. So, my gift to you, my next ride will be the Natchez Trail. I'll post the entire ride for you. You may not be able to ride it on a bike, but you can ride it in your memories as you watch the video. It was great talking to you. Thanks for watching.